Hey guys, and welcome back. This video is going to be all about 5 essential tools that have transformed our homestead from a bare piece of land into a thriving greenhouse and farm store and small farm here in Vermont. These are 5 tools that both Heather and myself we've asked ourselves what tools we could not live without doing what we're doing now. They range from a few dollars to several $100s. And just to put it all in context, some of the things that we do around here, primarily we run a farm store. We have a small farm, we have chickens, we have several hundred laying chickens. We raise about just under 1,000 meat birds a year, and we process them ourselves. We run a retail greenhouse. We grow plants, flowers, vegetables, anything you need for your garden, for around the house. We run an operation. We sell our plants to the public. Right here in the barn behind me, which I've done videos on, which I'll link right up top when I built that. We do a lot of construction projects. I am a contractor by trade, so it comes naturally for me. And that's been a huge asset to this whole thing, is just having the skills to do this work. But let's get right into it and review these 5 essential tools. All right, the first item's up on our list. It's actually a tool combination set. A good battery operated circular saw and either an impact driver or a drill would do the job too for driving screws. Can't overstate how valuable this is. We've used this to build chicken coops, chicken tractors, fix things, put hinges back on. The list just goes on and on. We use these almost daily, and it really has helped a lot. This combined with some good hand tools, a square and a hammer and that kind of thing, just the basic tools you could build a whole building. Again, I can't overstate it. We've used this a lot right from the beginning. A good quality set. I mean, these are going to run you a few $100 for a combination set. I'll put links in the description to these in particular. These are DeWalt. I like DeWalt. DeWalt is what I have for all of my battery tools. I have the circular saw, drills, impacts, reciprocating saw, sanders. They all take the same batteries. My suggestion is to buy a system, a good quality system, and stick with whatever you choose, whether it be DeWalt like I have here, or Makita, or Bosch, whatever you pick. Just stick with that system and build on it, but start with a circular saw and an impact, and you can go a long way. All right, the next item on our list is a good quality soil knife. This one is a Heroku. It's got a wooden handle, stainless steel blade. You will see just about all of our gardening videos and working in the greenhouse, there's always one of these nearby. Super useful tool. This one's got a serrated edge, which is actually very sharp. You can cut plastic with it, open up soil bags. It's got a depth gauge on it, so you can get an idea of how deep you're planting things. And you can use it to chisel out holes to plant small perennial plants. Basically, it takes the place of a trowel. It's just so much more useful though, because of that sharp blade. Always one of these around, and again, I can't overstate the value of this product. This is probably $10-15, maybe a little bit more. I'll post links to this down in the description as well. But this is a very useful tool if you're doing any gardening work around your homestead. And speaking of knives, that brings us to our next item, which is a knife set. If there is one knife that I could have, it'd be the Victorinox 6-inch semi-rigid boning knife. These are fairly inexpensive. They hold an edge really well. We've got them honed to a razor sharp edge, and with the amount of chickens that we process, if there was one knife, it'd be this 6-inch semi-rigid boning knife. But a good quality knife set will bring you a long way. We've used these to dispatch birds, part out birds. Literally, you could butcher just about anything with this 6-inch semi-rigid boning knife. We also have these Victorinox poultry knives. which is, I think, a 3-inch blade. They hold a really razor sharp edge. We sharpen them every time we use them, but we process somewhere in the neighborhood of 4,000 pounds of chicken a year. Probably a little more than that now, with just these little poultry knives and this semi-rigid boning knife. And I'll post links to these in the description as well. But a good quality knife set and a sharpening stone to keep them sharp, and you are good to go. Now the next item on our list is also very inexpensive but super useful, and that is a widger tool, which is a small, almost like a miniature trowel for taking out delicate seedlings out of plug trays and seeds that we've started. If we open seed anything in a tray, you can just use this little tool to loosen up the seedlings and transplant them. Super useful. And there is one little hack here that I'll share. We found some tools on Amazon which are not actual widger tools. You could buy a fancy widger tool with a nice wooden handle, but we found that these they use them for counting pills in pharmacies. It's just a little stainless steel sharpened, almost looks like a tent stake. One viewer compared it to a tent stake. They also use them for sorting out beads and that kind of thing for crafting, but they're a lot less expensive than an actual widger tool. So I'll post links to those down below as well, but there's another super useful tool that we use every day in the greenhouse, and it's for the price and the value that you get, it is a great tool. The next item is a stainless steel chicken plucker, or a plucker. You can pluck anything in it, but ours is an easy plucker. They make, several other manufacturers make pluckers that are good. I know people have had really good success with the Yardbird pluckers, which are fairly inexpensive, and I think they sell them on Amazon. If I'm able to find a link, I'll post one. I bought my Easy Plucker on eBay, but for doing what we're doing, we've processed thousands of birds at this point with this plucker, and this year we're going to replace the fingers in it just because they're starting to get worn out. But for the money and the ease in use, stainless steel Easy Plucker is probably one of our top items. You can drop a chicken in, and 20 to 30 seconds later it comes out free of feathers. There might be a few that you got to pick off, but for us that's the top item. Something that we can't live without here. If we would not be able to do this if we didn't have the plucker. We wouldn't be able to process that many chickens hand plucking them. So that's a huge one for us. There's a lot more items that we could share. And I'm going to throw in one bonus item here right now, which Heather brought up to me, which is probably the most useful tool that we have on our farm. And that is our Kubota B2301 tractor. I've got a backhoe for it, and a mower, and a rake, and a back blade. It's got a bucket. We use it every single day, all year round. Plow snow with it. We tear up new beds to plant things with it. It's just, super useful. But you're talking, I bought that one brand new, and it was in the high $20,000 range. So that didn't really make the cut, but I'm throwing that in just as a honorable mention, very honorable mention, because it is probably our most used tool here. Thank you for watching the video. If you found any value in any of this, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We do videos of this type all the time, building things. The homestead is always evolving, and just with the use of those battery operated tools that were the first item I mentioned, I have built pretty much everything here. I mean, I do have a lot more tools, but those are probably my most used power tools. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.